If you improve by 1% every day in a year, how much did you improve? I give you three options. It's 15x, 25x, or 37x. What is it? You improve by just 1% every day. How much do you improve at the end of the year? The incredible thing is, it's 37%. That's the power of the compounding effect. And this is what this book is all about. Atomic Habits by James Clear is a great book. I was reluctant to read it because everybody was talking about it. So I thought I know already what's in there. And especially because our one-to-one coaching program is all about tiny habits compounding and visualizing the tiny progress in real time. I thought, okay, I know this. And I was wrong. It's a really good book. What saved me from my own arrogance was that every Thursday in the JVC, the Joint Venture Club, we have a book club. And so a member of the community, Glenn from Texas, he presented Atomic Habits. And this is what happened. Glenn presents it. He asks the question, 1%, how much is it? We guess around, like 25 of us guessing around how much it is. Then he unveils the truth, it's 37x. And then another member of the JVC, Greg from Los Angeles, Greg goes, wait a moment, it's a different you. If you transform by 37 times, then it's a different you. Can we still say it's the same person? So Greg and Glenn started discussing if when you change by 1%, you actually transform completely who you are. And I think Greg is right. He said, you become a different being. You become a different person. And that discussion alone was why it's worth to read Atomic Habits and why it's worth to discuss it. If you have a book club, discuss it in your book club. If you don't have a book club, join ours. It's strategysprints.com/JVC. Stands for Joint Venture Club. And let me share some of the insights from the book and how I have applied them to my life. So first, he talks about tiny gains, marginal gains. One problem that he sees people doing is it's either black or white. I either create an amazing website or I just don't build a website this week. And that's what blocks us, because then, of course, we don't start because the website will never be perfect. So black and white, we just don't start. The other thing is, hey, just start by starting. Can you create 1% of the website? Can you just write down the copy or pick the colors or select 2 images? That would be a tiny gains approach. And that's the approach that obviously gets you going. And that's one part of peak for performance is start by starting. Get going. The second part is not giving up too early. Consistency. By the way, I talked about the book The Dip by Seth Godin in another video. You might want to watch that because that's about when to give up and when to not give up. It's called The Dip. So the first part is getting started. Start by starting. Get going. Don't overthink, overanalyze. Get going. Build just 1% today instead of the whole thing in 6 months. The second part, now that you are rolling, is consistency. Don't break the consistency. So what can you do to actually stay consistent? Because in the end, the whole book is about you get what you repeat. So when you start doing something and you repeat it over time, that becomes ingrained into your world, into your environment, into your being. And that's what you get. You get who you are, and who you are, you shape it by the things that you do. So he goes quite deep into how to create a good habit and how to break a bad habit. Let me walk you through the details after one word from our sponsors.
What if your business would run well even when you are on vacation? Discover how 1,600 business owners have regained their freedom using the Strategy Sprints blueprints. How they enjoy living their dream and watching their business scale. Get the exact checklists they use to go from stressed to fulfilled using the Strategy Sprints method. Order your copy of Strategy Sprints 12 Ways to Accelerate Growth for an Agile Business on Amazon today. And if you love it, leave us a review. For more information, head over to strategysprints.com.
He breaks down into 4 steps how we can create a good habit and how we can break a bad habit. It's the same 4 things in both cases: the cue, the craving, the response, and the reward. Those are the 4 controllables that you can control. So, how to create a good habit? Make it obvious, make it attractive, make it easy, and make it satisfying. That's from the book Atomic Habits, and he shows a ton of examples, like when you want to change how you eat or how you sleep or how you work out. And then how you can break a bad habit, make it invisible, so it's out of sight, right? Make it unattractive, make it difficult, and make it unsatisfying. So what I started doing after listening to this is we always had our fruits in front of us and chocolate is far away. It's in another room. It's literally in another room. And so I brought also sugar and other things that I don't want to have into that other room. And you have to walk to that other room to get it. So you will think twice. And it gives me that little space between a craving and my response to the craving. Like, I want chocolate because I love chocolate. But I don't want to give in to every craving for chocolate. So I want that space to actually reflect and intentionally decide, okay, I'm going to eat chocolate. Or no, this time I'm not going to eat chocolate. I'm going to go back to work. So I created this separation just by bringing chocolate and sugar into another room. And then alcohol, which I also want to make invisible so that I just never restart drinking again, because I did just 1 month of no alcohol in preparation for a marathon. And then after the marathon, I said, wait, why should I go back? This makes me so much more energetic and clear, and my awareness is so strong. My recovery is better, my sleep is better. Why would I ever go back? So I've eliminated alcohol totally from the apartment. We don't have anything. So we are boring for guests currently. So I have to find out how to be less boring for guests. But for now, we don't have alcohol anywhere in the house, which makes it, of course, easy to break a bad habit. Because when you see a drink, of course, I want to drink it. But if I don't see it, it's much easier. So I shape the environment instead of hoping for discipline. I don't have discipline, but I can shape the environment, right? So how to break a bad habit? You make it invisible, unattractive, difficult, and unsatisfying. That was one insight from the book. And it's a really good book if you are in the business of designing systems that either create good habits or break bad habits, or if you run programs or services that actually need you to understand how people use it and how they can be successful by using them, so that you don't have to really think about the wrong features to improve, but the right features to improve, the features that help them use your product or service and move along and really be successful, so that they will tell everybody about your service and product, how good it is, and become your referral partners. So this was Atomic Habits. If you've read it, let me know how you are implementing those things in your life, in your business, and keep rolling, everybody.
What if your business would run well even when you are on vacation? Discover how 1,600 business owners have regained their freedom using the Strategy Sprints blueprints. How they enjoy living their dream and watching their business scale. Get the exact checklists they use to go from stressed to fulfilled using the Strategy Sprints method. Order your copy of Strategy Sprints 12 Ways to Accelerate Growth for an Agile Business on Amazon today. And if you love it, leave us a review. For more information, head over to strategysprints.com.